Right, go. You're recording now. Right now. Go. Edward, I haven't got much memory as it is. If you keep laughing, it's going to cut out and it's going to stop recording mid-presentation. Carry on.
My name is Edward Morley, and today we're going to be shooting sound file formats. In this presentation I'm going to be talking about a number of different topics on the sound formats, such as modern software, sound and hardware devices, and how these devices came to be, modern sound formats and the compression, editing and alteration of sound files, and possible future sound formats which are currently under development. Foley artistry is the artistic action of using different objects to simulate what an action or movement would sound like. For example, using accelerator to simulate the breaking of bone, and whisk a piece of bamboo past a microphone to simulate the firing of an arrow. Sound library is storing a large array of sounds and music tapes to be used for later, for example in video game production, film production, or music design. Mono audio allows for people to hear both sound channels through one earphone. So this will be extremely useful for people who are either deaf in one ear or hard of hearing in one ear, so they can be able to hear the entire song with no difficulty. Stereo audio is when two audio channels are used in two different earphones to create a sense of realism, as it makes you feel as if you were listening in a situation which you were listening to. So, software sequences are basically read when the key is pressed or how hard it is pressed. This is so that when a key is pressed, it will lengthen for as long as you press it, and it will shorten if you don't press it very quickly. Software plugins is an add-on or an extra component that can be added to a program. This allows for additional features to be added to a program. Musical instrument or digital interface, or MIDI keyboard, is a device which displays a keyboard interface and allows for you to create a sound as if it were a real piano. When a key is input into a computer, the key is translated onto the computer and replicates the sound to that specific key onto the computer to create a sound as if it were coming from a real piano. Sound compression is the sacrifice of a small amount of sound or image quality to reduce the size of a file type so it can be transferred to another location with greater ease. Sound decompression reverses the process done by sound compression to increase the quality of the image, video, sound file to make it look or sound a lot better and more appealing to a viewer of each respective file type. Uncompressed sound files are files that are not altered or changed in any way when they are being transferred to another location. This is so that no quality is lost, and so it looks and sounds more appealing to the viewer of their respective formats. Lossless compression allows for files to be reconstructed into the file it originally was before it was compressed. However, this only works to a certain extent, as not all the file data can be restored. Sound formats are different ways of storing sound. Typically MP3 as it's the most compatible sound format to use, as it works with almost every operating system and most pieces of software. An Apple OS operating system, they prefer that they use the e-file format. And this is Apple's attempt to make a sound file format for their respective operating system. However, it was not as popular as MP3, as it is not commonly used in Apple devices. The sound processor unit, SPU, is the audio card inside the computers and is what outputs sound to the speakers so that people can listen to the sound being played. A digital sound processor basically transmits the digital sound to the speakers so that the listener can hear the sound being played. Random access memory is a form of computer data storage which allows for data items to be read or written in almost the same amount of time irrespective of physical location of the data inside the memory. Surround sound is the creation of an immersion that allows people to hear sound all around them. As an example of this, you are playing a video game where a lot of events like these are happening all around you. You'll be able to hear all these events simultaneously from multiple speakers that are placed all around you in the room that you're
up on the video.
3D VR sound is a relatively new file format which creates the impression that you are experiencing the sound through headphones from your own ears. Digital audio sound waves are two different files that are the difference between sound stored on the computer as binary, digital, and sound produced in real time, analog. Digital sound is better sounding, whereas the analog is a lot weaker in quality, as it the sound type that is acceptable to being deformed by other analog signals. Digital mini disc is a magnetic optical disc-based data storage device offering a capacity of 74 minutes and later 80 minutes of digitized audio or 1 gigabyte of HDMI data. time of use between 1992 and March 2013 when the device lost its usage. The compact disc is a way of store sound digitally. There are extremely tiny grooves which are burned into the CD that store binary. This is so that every time the laser scans over a groove, it plays the sound, and this is what allows us to hear the sound. I hope you found this presentation useful, and hopefully this presentation has shown you that I am still being for this job.
That's just on the end of his PowerPoint though.